Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description.
Hey Bart, how's it going?
Good. Who is this?
This is Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Okay, so this is a hand from Foxwood. It's at 2-5.
Okay.
Um, I'm generally a win 1-2 player, and I'm trying to move up in stakes to 2-5. I'm
Okay.
sort of straddling the line. I'm playing some 1-2, some 2-5. So I don't know most of the villains at 2-5, and they don't know me. This is one of the first hands at a brand new table, so just about everybody is 500 effective.
Okay.
I'm under the gun, and I have ace king offsuit,
Okay.
and so I raised to 20.
Yep.
Three people in middle position call, and the big blind calls.
So we're looking at about $100 pot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the flop is the ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, four of hearts.
Ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, four of hearts. So you've got top pair.
Yes.
Okay.
So I decide the big blind checks,
Mm-hmm.
and so I decide to bet 65.
You bet 65. Okay.
Yes. Then the very next player to act, he was under the gun +3,
Mm-hmm.
raises to 225.
Okay.
And then everybody else folds, and it comes back to me.
Okay.
And this is a spot that, again, being new to 2-5, I'm not sure how to handle these kind of spots where I'm getting aggression with a good but not great hand. I know at 1-2, this would be a situation where it's two pair or better, and this is an easy fold. But at 2-5, I'm not sure how to think about spots like this.
Really? Because I was going to say that I was going to ask you how you would react to this in your smaller game. And
Yeah.
obviously, I don't play a whole lot of 1-3 or haven't in a long time, but I was going to say that I would think that the lower stakes you go, the more people overplay their hands. And I would have thought that at 1-3, with 100 BB stacks, you would just happily get it in with ace king here because a guy might just raise with top pair. You're saying that that's not the case in your smaller game?
Yeah, no, my experience in smaller games, anybody who raises post-flop has at least two pair or better. People just aren't doing that with a draw. And so, I mean, sometimes they might show up with something like ace-queen, but I just would figure way more of the time I'm beat, and I don't have that much invested in the hand. And at 1-2, I would think this is an easy fold.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, one of the things that I would do is I would look back at my hand and I would look and see if I have the king of diamonds in my hand. You know why you would do that?
Okay. It takes away bluffs.
It takes away some of the semi bluffs of the Broadway flush draw, straight draw combos like king 10 of
Right.
diamonds, possibly
Right.
the nut flush draw,
Yeah.
something like that. Now, you don't have the king of diamonds in your hand, right?
I do not. It was the king of spades.
I would say that you're probably not losing much over the long term by folding right here because I would just lean on positional awareness and recognizing that this guy has raised you next to act with everyone else behind him.
Right.
So it's going to be very uncommon that he's ever raising like a hand like ace queen here. He has to deal with the other people. He's opening his stack up. You know what I mean? The other
Yeah.
thing too is that he can certainly have ace jack, right? And he can
Yeah.
have ace four suited. There's two combos of ace four suited. I think a lot of guys are just always going to flat here with ace jack. So with you having one of the aces, there's two aces left and there are three jacks left. So there's six combos of ace jack, probably two combos of ace four suited, and three combos of pocket fours. So you're looking at about 11 combinations that beat you. And even if
Right.
he were to have a royal flush draw like queen 10 of diamonds, king queen of diamonds, that's really only two combinations. So I don't really have a problem with you just folding right here using just leaning, making an exploitative fold using the fact that this guy has raised with the entire field behind you.
Right.
So what did you end up doing?
Well, so I decided, I don't know if this is the best way to think, but because I'm moving up in stakes to 2-5, I wanted to get more information about how villains are playing here at 2-5.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that it was the best decision, but I decided to just shove. And he called, and I don't remember what the run out was, but I tabled my hand, and then he showed he had the 3-5 of diamonds.
Okay. I mean, but again though, even if you were to work like some flush draw, straight draw, like let's say we give him king queen of diamonds, king 10 of diamonds, and queen 10 of diamonds, that's three. And let's say we give him 4 5 of diamonds, and I guess you wouldn't think that he would have a wheel draw here calling so early. But even if you
Right.
give him 5 or 6 combination draws here that have maybe 40% equity against you, I still feel like there are 2 times as many value hands that you're doing really badly against. So against
Yeah.
like a set of fours, you're, maybe 10% with 2 cards to come, even less than that. Against ace jack, same thing, about 10%. So you're really looking at best 10% against value hands if you just work all that stuff in. So the way I would do this is I would go 10 plus 10 plus 40 divided by 3. That's a little stove in your head. And you get about 20% equity if you average that. Again, 2 times as many combo hands, value hands. And, the combinations are, I think he's weighted 2 times as much with value hands. So 10% equity against the value hands. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 60%, not 10 plus 10 plus 40. It's 60%. So it's 60 plus 10 plus 10 divided by 3. You get about 27, 26%. Your stack is certainly awkward, but, you know, you're almost giving yourself like 1.5 to 1. I just don't think that you're giving up all that much by folding right then and there. But obviously, you won the hand.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough to peel there, though, just to call, because your hand looks like you have a hand if you just call. So if you don't think he's
Yeah.
ever folding, probably shoving is the right play, I would imagine, instead of just calling, because you lose value from the draws that might just take a card on the turn.
Yeah.
But I still don't
I
think you're
didn't.
giving too much away by folding, though.
Yeah. I didn't think about calling. I knew it was either I was shoving or I was folding.
Yep. All right. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, Bart.
All right. Cool. All right. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.